Hello, everyone, and welcome back to CozyAnimeCookie, aka your girl Alicia. And we are diving right back into Joe Lantern Final Cut, and we're in Chapter 7. This is bad. So let's go ahead and dive right in. What did you do to Jill, you itch? Oh, don't worry about the demon. She just violated her contract and went back where she came from. Not the way I wanted to deal with her, but sometimes you just need to take the easy option. Ugh. Uh, Speaking of easy, looks like that useless demon couldn't even finish the simple jobs. Oh well, best to handle family matters myself anyway. Uh, what?
Ew.
You, you. Schwell now ver fallen? Hmm, not nearly as satisfying as last time. Come to think of it, I've never killed the same person twice before. Interesting.
Damn it.
Damn it! Oh, pull yourself together, girl. We don't have all night. And what is that ridiculous thing on your head? Go back to hell. Hey, get that back. There we go. Now we can take each other seriously. Let's see. You're trapped. My niece is dead. The demon is banished. Oh, yes, and I made sure to take care of your killer boyfriend before coming up. A pity I couldn't allow him to scream, but he did twitch about very nicely as my vines tore off his limbs one by one. I think that takes care of just about anyone who might try to rescue you this time. Well, mine is your cheerleader friend, but you seem to have hidden her quite well for me. Not sure how you managed that. They're non-binary and you're never going to lay a hand on them. Why use a hand? I have so many painful ways of dealing with people. I wonder what would happen if I tried to cast that withering crop spell on a human being. Never tried that one before. I'll kill you first, you evil itch! Well, that's quite a reaction. You barely batted an eye when I killed my niece again. Looks like you've moved on. Good for you. Damn it. Can't get it together. You got you gotta calm down and stop giving her more people to hurt. Think. Jill said we're almost done with the loop. I just need to survive until the reset. Then hope I somehow have enough energy to finish the process and that Jill makes it back to fix all this after I die of exhaustion? Damn it, no. I can't give up now. I need to stay focused. I need to survive. I need a plan. I'm trapped by a serial killer, but if I can figure out how she operates, I might stand a chance. Most serial killers fall into two types: product killers or process killers. Product killers just want some kind of trophy from the killing. They don't typically care how the victim dies. They just want the body of something else from the victim. Even if all they want is the satisfaction of the kill, the corpse is the end goal. Process killers are the opposite. They don't care about the body once the victim is dead. They want the power of holding the victim's life in their hands. They'll even torture the victim and prolong the pain as long as possible because it gives them a thrill. So what kind of killer is this witch? I feel like she's a product killer, but she only wants her end goal. A product killer? No, that doesn't sound right. There was a skull in the cave, but she's killed way more people than that. And her melting knife doesn't leave much of a body either, which leaves only one possibility. Oh, well, I guess she was a process killer. The way she goaded Joy in the cave, the knife that slowly melts people while they're still alive, how she said killing Joy again wasn't satisfying the second time, it's all textbook process killer. Well, that's good news for me. Process killers will leave their victims alive much longer, and I need all the time I can get. I just need to stay interesting so she doesn't get bored of me. If you're done having your little moment, I'd like to get back to business. What do you mean? Must I keep repeating myself? How do I cast a time travel spell? That again? I keep telling you, I just said the words. Why are you so obsessed with that spell anyway? I am not in the habit of explaining myself, girl. Now, how do you cast it? I read the words. I don't know why it doesn't work for you. But if you tell me what you're trying to do with it, maybe I can figure it out. You may have noticed, but I'm looking a little old for my age. Yeah, overuse of magic, right? Jill said it was karma for all the people you killed with the book. As they say, no good deed goes unpunished, even weeding out the more useless members of society. However, since I now know the time travel spell returns me to the body I had at the point I traveled back to, I can use it to regain my youth and correct a few mistakes in the process, such as leaving my brat of a niece alive when I killed her mother.
Uh-huh.
You know, despite all the emotional trauma I'm going to have from this, your family would make an interesting case study in regards to nature versus nurture on serial killers. There are just so many layers of crazy going on. Quiet. I need the spell to keep myself alive. Why won't it work? Yeah, we're gonna stall for some time. Well, maybe you haven't set the right mood. Right mood? Yeah, like light some black candles or put a goat skull on your head. I cast my magic in a torchlit cave next to the polished skull of my deceased sister. I think that should do more than enough to set the right mood, wouldn't it? Yeah, that should do it. Then why won't it work? I have cast every other spell in this pathetic excuse for a witch's grimoire except for the one I need. Maybe it just doesn't want to be stuck with a rude, self-centered old crone for all eternity. Don't sass your betters, girl. Say something useful or I will silence you for good. The spell doesn't work like that. What? The spell can't send you back in time. That's a pitiful lie. Of course, it takes us back in time. We've done it twice already. No, we haven't. Not really. What? The spell makes a small bubble of reality that plays out recent events in a very limited space over and over again. What? That's probably why it won't work for you. You're trying to make it go too far back and too far away. The spell can't change history. You're lying. Don't you think I would have gone back a bit further if I could? The spell is confined to the area around the lake. Try to leave and see what happens for yourself. So, the spell is too weak. It's not designed to let you redo your life. The most it'll let you do is correct a recent mistake. And even that's been pretty difficult. No. No. There must be a way. Looks like I've got her shaken. I better ask her something and distract her before she realizes she doesn't need me anymore or decides she wants to vent some frustration on. Hmm. Wait, that's not the book. The cover was way lighter than that. And the veins on it are all swollen. What's going on? Why are you killing demons? What? Jill said there were a lot of demons going missing. That's your doing, right? Oh, I see you've been poking your nose in everyone's business. Yes, I've seen to it that those creatures got their just desserts. Whenever someone annoys me, but it doesn't seem worth the effort of killing them myself, I simply summon a demon to do away with them for me. It's quite effective for getting rid of landlords and debt collectors, not to mention annoying neighbors. Wait, what? I always write the same stipulations into the contract. Kill by your own hand, appear at midnight, don't bother me. Then, when they show up to collect my book, I simply zap them away like a mosquito. Simple yet efficient. If only I had time to see their faces. Well, the ones who had faces anyway. So, you send a demon after anyone you don't like? Wouldn't you? Oh, wow. Yeah, she's definitely related. Joy is what I mean. What? Why are you making that stupid looking face at me?
Well,
Why not just kill the person you don't like yourself? Wouldn't it be more enjoyable if you did it? And why complicate it by using a demon and risking the spellbook? Well, she looks confused. What's going on here? Well, why shouldn't I?
huh?
Huh? After all, what's the point of a power if you're going to get your own hands dirty? But that doesn't make any sense. She acts just like a process killer. She loves having power over her victims and flaunting it as she kills them. So then why summon a demon to do the fun part for her? A demon that she can't torture either. I don't get it. Threaten her? No, that's not gonna work. I saw your contract with Jill. Why did you sign it like that? What are you talking about? Your signature was completely different from your handwriting, and Jill says she saw you write it with your other hand. What's the matter? Not sure you'd be able to kill her when she came to collect? I'm not afraid of that orange-headed buffoon. But to answer your question, I didn't sign the contract.
Huh?
Huh? I never signed them, and they never catch on. Stupid creatures. What are you talking about? I saw the contract. It was signed The Witch. My name is Anna der Nurich, and I never signed my name as anything else. The hell? But she did sign the contract. I saw it. And Jill disappeared when she broke that contract, so it had to be binding. Why is she lying? Ooh, that's interesting. So who signed it? You might have better luck figuring out the spell if you use the right book. What? Where's the spell book? Are you blind? I'm holding it. That's obviously not the same book you had in the cave. The vines must be cutting off the flow of blood into your brain. Of course it's the same book. It's completely different color. It's just dark in here. The veins on it are bulging out of the cover. What are you talking about? What veins? What? The ones on the... Be silent. I don't know what you're scheming, but this pathetic attempt of confusing me won't work. There's nothing wrong with the spellbook. It looks just as it always has. What in the world? Did she not see it? It's obviously not the same book, but I don't think I should keep pressing this topic if I want my head to stay connected to my shoulders. Huh. Is this like a new entry to the story? You won't get away with this, you know. Jill's back in her home dimension by now, and she's telling all her powerful demon friends about you and your book. Next time they find you, they're not going to offer you a contract. It's going to be kill on sight. I'm not afraid of those supernatural simpletons. They can't even find me unless I call them. Oh, they'll find you real easy if you don't let me go. You may have broken Jill's contract with you, but she still has one with me that says she has to keep me alive. Try to kill me, and she'll be here with her demon bosses in a flash, just like when Joy tried earlier. I hate being compared to my failure of a niece, but I'm glad to hear I'll have a second chance to kill that two-timing demon. I hate leaving my job unfinished.
What?
If she and her friends must come to your aid when you are about to die, then it's no different from them coming to collect payment in my contract. I know when and where they will appear, so I'll just plan accordingly. Sorry, but that's not going to work either. What? Jill never killed anyone, and she knows about your lightning trick. She'll be sure to bring other demons who can't be targeted either. You may as well hand over the book now. Your only weapon against them won't work. Well, there are plenty of spells in the book. I'm sure there's something else that will do the job. But thank you so kindly for warning. Oh, well, she should think twice about killing me now, even though I'm not sure the contract works between the dimensions. I don't think there's anything else in the book that could hurt Jill. But if there is another spell that can kill demons, then I just signed Jill's death warrant. I need to distract the witch with something else. Damn it. Damn it! I can't think of anything else to distract her with. But I gotta try something. Hey, your shoelace is untied. Enough! Is there not a single spell in the book that will stop your incense? Wait. Yes, that will work perfectly. It looks like you're going to help me after all. Over my dead body. No, your living body and your enslaved mind.
What?
What? Tell me, did you ever come across the Deanarin spell? Deanarin, the familiar spell? Indeed. I only over tried it once, and the result was rather unimpressive. The victim becomes a mindless puppet, doing whatever I tell them without complaint. But it also means they don't react when they feel pain. So it takes all the fun out of it for me. Yep, definitely a process killer. But now I understand its real purpose. If the time travel spell is too weak with just one person casting it, then I'll just get you to help me.
Huh?
Huh? Of course, you alone won't be enough, but I'm sure with enough volunteers, we'll be able to get through there eventually. I already told you, the spell doesn't work that way. What are you going to do? Make a time bubble big enough to cover the whole planet? If I must. But we'll start with all of the cabin ports and see where we go from there. You're nuts. Hey, enough of your blathering. Now, it's time for you to start listening. Oh, Lord. Damn it. If she finishes that spell, I'll become her zombie slave. Even if that's not the real book, it must be nearby since she can control the vines, and if she can use magic, then so can I. I have to risk it. I can't save anyone if I don't have my own mind, and who knows if that spell carries over between loops. As the witch began reciting the apprentice spell, I started quickly reciting the one I'd memorized. I'm sorry, when did you do that? Oh, sorry, it was at the end of the last loop. While Jill had been jury-rigging the storm spell to the time travel one, I worked on trying to memorize Toten den Mortar. I seen the witch use magic without holding the book last time, so I figured I just had to be close to the book to cast spells. The spells also had a kind of rhythmic poetry to them, so they were easy to remember. Rhyming poetry to them. Oh, okay. What? What was that? Well, easier anyway. Jill's experiments with linking the spell codes didn't exactly make it easy to concentrate. But I was sure I memorized the spell correctly. I see, but you were both trying to cast a spell from the same book at the same time, correct? Yeah, I could feel us both drawing power from the book. I knew it was dangerous, but I figured I was already going to die in the reset anyway, and if I took the witch with me, at least she couldn't be able to get candy. The witch's spell was longer than mine, and I had practiced getting the words out clear and fast. She was standing in front of a window, and I could feel the energy building outside. It wasn't exactly clear access to the sky, but I knew it was going to work.
Macht es jenseits
I
nicht
don't
mehr
know if she
sagen.
even realized what I was doing, but I could feel the power building in the words as I said them under my breath.
Soll der
I
Blitz
felt my heart pounding as I raced to finish the incantation.
den Mörder?
Just as I was about to say the final word, crash. What? Whoa. Witch slumps over dead and drops the book. Did I do that? I don't understand. This wasn't how the spell worked last time. I didn't even finish the incantation. Oh, what the? Damn, these things hurt even when they are letting go. Hang on. The vines stayed long after the witch died before. Why did they? Wait, they're not going away. They just let me go? This doesn't make any sense. First, the witch shows up with the wrong spell book, but she can still cast magic. Then a tree smashes through the window and kills her before I can use the spell. And now the vines are letting me go? Which shouldn't be possible. Unless someone else has the real book and is controlling them. But anyone who could do that apart from me is already dead. Or supposed to be in another dimension.
Jill.
Jill, are you there? Okay, you had your fun. We need to figure out what to do next, so come out already. Jill, just give me a sign, okay? Anyone?
Ah!
What? They're not attacking. Are they pointing at something? The witch? Or that thing that impaled her? But why? What do you want? Right, plants are supposed to talk. Almost forgot after spending all night with Jill. Well, I better start by figuring out what these things are pointing at. Okay, this is starting to be a little different. What is this thing? A tree? Where the hell did it come from? Look like there's a note or something stuck to it. Maybe someone was trying to send me a message. Nope, it's just one of those old invasive species posters the rangers put up back when they were still here. But I thought they made a point of not putting these on the trees. Just man-made stuff like cabin walls, signposts, and... Wait a minute, is this an old telephone pole? They disconnected the service when the ranger station shut down, but I guess they would have left the poles up. I can't see the other end. I think it's still stuck halfway in the barrier. But how is that possible? Jill said we couldn't get stuff out once it went in without tampering with the spell. That's why we couldn't get Kenny out in the first place. What's going on? Ugh. You'd think I'd get used to dead bodies by now, especially ones I've already seen before. Although this will be the first time I rifled through one's pockets. Oh well, let's see what you were hiding. Magic knife, hit list, tin of old mints, nothing useful. Hang on, what's this? A key? Cabin 6, huh? That must be where she went after she left the cave. Well, at least I know where to find the witch next time. If I live long enough for there to be a next time. Okay, everything in sight can be seen. How did the witch not see it was the wrong book? This thing's actually creepier than the real one. The skin looks more like leather, but the veins are all swollen and gross. And that weird bulge in the middle doesn't look healthy. It's like someone took the old book and gave it a tan, some steroids, and a bit of cancer. One thing's for sure, this Halloween decoration isn't going to do me any good. But where's the real one? It has to be somewhere nearby. I don't get it. What do the vines want me to see? I found a clue on where the witch went, but... Wait, now they're pointing at me. I don't get it. What do they want? They let me go, so why are they so interested in...
Huh?
Huh? What? What the hell? How long was I holding that thing? I don't remember picking it up. How did it get in my arms? What the hell is going on around? Cautious peeking over the chair. Yep, that's an eye. What is an eye on a book looking right at me? That's never a good thing in movies, is it? Why is it just looking at me like that? Is someone using it to watch me, or... Wait a minute. It was you. You killed the witch and let me go. You're alive? You're a living book? Stop that. Get out of my head. Listen to me. Sorry. Look, thank you for saving me, but I don't want anyone messing with my head again. It's already a mess. Blink twice if you can understand me? Okay. You know, this book reminds me of Book of Hocus Pocus. Blink twice if you can hear my thoughts. So it can put thoughts in my head, but it can't read it. That's good. Okay, so the book is alive, and it seems to be at least sentient enough to kill people and understand questions. Great. Well, I guess this is a good thing. I'm dead if I can't figure out what to do about the spell, and a spellbook should know how to do magic, right? Of course, a living book that kills people doesn't seem like a great choice, but neither did Jill at first, and I don't exactly have any other options. God, I hate meeting new people.
Ah.
Hi. You probably already know this, but my name is Vivian. Do you have a name? Right. I told you not to talk in my head. How about this? I'll ask you questions and you can blink twice for yes and once for no. Does that work? Okay. Good. Okay. So, I don't mean to be rude, but have you been alive this whole time? So, you've been listening to us. I guess you're pretty caught up with everything going on then.
Well.
All right, well, I need to start the loop over in one more time, but Jill said I don't have enough energy. Could you help me? Great, good. What do I need to do?
Huh?
The familiar spell? Wait, is that the same picture as before? I don't think that spell will help. There's no one else alive anymore. Besides, I'm not going to... Hey, what are you doing? I shoved the witch in the telephone pole into the barrier. Thanks for getting rid of that body, but... I said let go of me!
Candy?
Phoebe?
Candy! Put them down safely!
Candy.
Are you okay? I feel terrible. Where are we? Why is everything spinning? It's okay. Just breathe. How are you here? Jill said she threw you into the barrier. Jill? Oh, the pumpkin girl? Yeah, I think she said I'd be safe and threw me at some trees. Then I ended up here. Did she throw me through a window? No, it's complicated, but I think you kind of traveled between dimensions. A little bit. I think I'm gonna be sick. It's okay, just try to relax. Jill threw them into the barrier, but the book spat them back out. They're supposed to be safe in there. Is this a threat or an offering? I think I understand what you want me to do, but I can't. That's not an option. Throwing up is always an option.
Huh?
Huh? Oh, no, not you. I was talking to the book. The what? Candy? Am I still on drugs? I don't know. You're speaking clearly though, but maybe being pulled back into this reality sobered you up somehow. So, that book is looking at us. Yes, I think it's friendly though. Oh, you're sure about that? Continues to glare at Candy. Well, it hasn't tried to kill us yet. Yet? Look, I appreciate the attempt, but I can't use the familiar spell. I'm not going to strip away someone's will.
What?
Strip? What? It's a spell that will make another living thing your familiar. Basically a slave with no will of their own. Hey, I'm willing to help you any way I can, but the master/slave kink isn't really my thing. It wants me to turn you into a zombie to use as a magic fuel. Oh, that doesn't sound like a good thing. It isn't, but I don't have enough energy to cast any more magic. But maybe you can cast a spell for me. Can I do that? Possibly, although I don't know what spell you would cast. What about that time travel thingy? That's the thing. If you try to cast a time loop spell without me stopping mine, it could destroy the universe. You're kidding, right? Nope. But if we let mine restart again like this, well, it won't be good. So we need to stop yours first? Yeah, but... No! Stop! Bibi, what's going on? It was about to break the time loop spell. I could feel it. But that's good, right? That means I'd be able to cast a new one. There's no guarantee that I'll keep my memories if you cast a spell, and Jill's not here to help us.
Aha!
Wait, that's it. Jill says she might be able to fix the spell so we could do another loop. Okay, where is she? Vanished back home. But you should be able to summon her back and make a new contract with her. Here, I'll show you the spell and... I don't think it likes that idea. I don't think it likes me either. You don't want Jill around because you know what she's here for, don't you? What was she here for? To destroy the book. Well, I say that's a pretty good reason not to want someone around.
Bibi?
Bibi? If it's known Jill is a threat, then why did it bring her here? Well, you said the witch summoned her, right? I don't think the book had any choice. It did. It made the witch summon Jill and all the other demons it killed.
What?
What? How do you know? Oh, it makes sense. Nah, the book didn't control you. Or did it? Plot twist? The witch is a process killer. She murders for the thrill of holding a living victim's life in her hands. But sometimes she would summon demons to kill her victims for her. Maybe she didn't want to get caught. She kills with magic. That's untraceable in any court of law. Plus, every time she had to summon a demon, she had to promise the book as a payment. She was missing out on the thrill of the kill, and she was risking the book every time she summoned a demon. And when I asked her about it, she looked confused, like her actions didn't make sense to her either. Until a little voice whispered an excuse in her mind. But I still don't understand why it would do that. If the demons want to destroy the book and the book knows that, why keep making the witch summon demons? Kill them. So it can kill them. It sets a trap, uses itself as a bait, and then it eliminates them. Okay, but why? I don't know. Maybe revenge for all the other magical objects the demons have destroyed? Or maybe to make things too dangerous for demons to visit so they'll never come to Earth again.
Well...
Is that it? Are you trying to scare the demons away for good? Jill said you might have been one of the original artifacts humans used to attack a demon. She also said humans suddenly got in their heads that if they killed a demon, they could take its power. Was that your work too? Hey, I'm starting to feel better. Maybe we should get out of here. I don't like the way it's looking at me. Aren't you? Why at Candy? Yeah, I don't like the way it's looking at you either. Come on.
What?
What the? I'm getting the feeling it doesn't want us to leave. Then what does it want? I don't know. It saved me from the witch, but I was already about to kill her anyway with the lightning spell. And then when I asked it if it could help me survive another loop, it showed me the familiar spell and brought you here. It sounds like it's trying to be helpful in a twisted kind of way. We want to leave. Let us go. That's a good sign. Maybe it's willing to let us go if we do something for it first. Okay. What do you want us to do? What's it showing now? It's the vine spell, but I don't understand why. It's already using the ones the witch summoned. What is it? Why does the person in the picture look like you?
Huh?
It does. Yeah, like exactly like you. I thought the pictures looked different. Maybe it wants you to recreate the picture? I can't. I need to be careful about using any more magic. I barely got enough strength as it is. Maybe we can convince it to let me do it then? I'd rather you didn't. I know I said you should summon Jill before, but that thing gets in your head. Do we have any other options? Okay, Book. Let's do some magic. Your choice. Hey. Candy, be careful. Why does it hit Candy? Look, Phoebe's exhausted. So if you want someone to do magic with you, your choice are either me or no. Stop. Stop. If you so much as give them a paper cut, I will tear your every page out of you and use them for toilet paper. Nice threat. Stay behind me, hold on to my arm, and don't let go. Thought you never ask. I guess it only wants you to use it. That doesn't make sense though. It went out of its way to stop me from using magic before. Maybe it only wants you to use certain spells. Wait, do you hear that? Sounds like the storm is picking. What's happening? It's the reset. The loop's starting over. What? Just hold on. As Candy and I were swept up into the spell, the winds tried to rip us apart, but we clung onto each other as tight as we could. Those puppet strings threaded themselves through my bones again and tried to pull my limbs taut. But this time, I resisted. When they couldn't pull me away from Candy, they started draining away what little warmth there was left in me instead. But it couldn't take everything. Even as I felt my blood threatening to freeze in my veins, I could feel Candy's warmth pouring through me, trying to replace everything I was losing and keeping me alive. My heart felt like it was racing and freezing solid at the same time. My whole body ached as the spell tried to rip me apart, but I refused to let go of Candy. Then, just when I was starting to lose strength,
All right, everybody listen up. We've got a couple of events planned for tonight's party.
what? Did I say this already? Whoa! Does everybody remember what they... Oh, snaps. All right, so we're coming up to the hour mark. We are definitely going to come back to the story. This this got a lot of twists and turns. When we come back, we'll continue on this story and see exactly what happens next. But I hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, night, or whenever you see this video. Comment down below, like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. All right, bye.